Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another Scrapbook Nerd crop layout. So this is the photo inspiration challenge. We were supposed to use this photo here for our color inspiration. So I pulled out Peachy Evergreen, which can read very summery, but if you select your papers wisely, it can read fall. So I just made sure I didn't pull out any florals or anything like that. I really like that triangle print. It really reminded me of the inspiration photo because those triangles really look like multicolored trees to me. So that's where I'm starting. I did want to incorporate the Scraptacular Cropping Club's challenge to do a big triangular layout because I hadn't participated in that challenge yet. So I'm just quartering all of these sheets on the diagonal, and then I will block them together to create my background. My ruler and my trimmer were not long enough to cut that diagonal, so I just had to be careful about lining it up so they didn't go wonky. There we go. And I like how that looks. And then that is actually just the backing from a paper pad that I had finished using. I always keep those for these paper pieced pieces. It gives it a lot of stability, and it would have gone in the trash anyway, so it saves me from using a piece of white cardstock. I'm just getting all of these down, and then I'm going to distress the edges where they meet and overlap to give a little interest, especially because they were already torn edges. I want it to look like I meant it to be that way, and because right now they kind of just look messy. So I'm going to make them look a little bit more uniform by running my fingernail along the edges. There we go. So this is the title page, I guess, for my Texas trip. So I want to make sure there's a big title, and I kind of want it to be a clean, just the first layout you see when you're starting this trip. That photo is from the Spice Village in Waco, Texas, which was our first stop after we landed. Trying to figure out how I can add a little bit more layers. I didn't have any airport pictures or anything like that this time, so in the journaling on this page I'm just going to talk about basically from the airport to here, and then from this page going forwards I'll be able to journal about everywhere we've been. It's kind of a funny story. Me and my mom flew in from Georgia, and my godparents flew into Texas from Minnesota, and we weren't supposed to get there at the same time, but we just happened to run into each other at the car rental lines, which was kind of a coincidence because we were just gonna meet each other in Waco. But along the way we were like, well, we drove separately, we each had our own cars, and we were just going to stop somewhere on the way to eat separately and then meet back up in Waco. But we just so happened, between Austin, Texas and Waco, we just happened to stop at the same restaurant. So we met up again, which I thought was pretty funny. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that in my journaling because I think that was a funny detail I'll want to remember when I'm looking back on these pages. I knew I wanted a big title, so I really liked this to be continued. And because it is a travel page, I don't have a lot of pages that I have an excuse to use the map of the United States, so I made sure I got that one on here. I also like the cork look, so I also pulled out that that compass. That's also in that same style. And then I just decided to add Waco to the top, so I brought that cork in one other place, and that way it reads Waco to be continued, because the rest of my Waco trip follows these pages. And those stickers are called Today. Again, I'm not sure where those cork stickers came from. And now I'm just testing out a technique. I was trying some clear glossy glue over the top of those cork, just to see how it would look when they dried. Those chipboard cork elements are glossy, so I was hoping I could make the cork letter stickers look similar, which it turned out okay, but I just didn't have patience to wait for them to dry, so I just left them raw. It didn't make a big enough difference for me to feel like doing that. And I'm just trying to add more layers over to that photo. I like my title pages to be more minimalistic, so I'm adding a few layers with that photo, and then I pretty much just want the title to the right with my journaling and have basically that block down the middle of the page be the elements on here and have it be done at that. But I'm just going to glue down these alphabets. Sorry if I sound tired. I am determined to get these layouts for these crops done. My phone can only hold 2 videos at a time, so it's 1 a.m. right now as I'm recording this, which is late for me. So, but I'm determined to get them recorded so I can upload them, so I can remove them from my phone, so I can record my next video. But after this, I'm done for the night. I'll have to wait to do the other 3 challenges for the crop tomorrow. I'm just taking my border punches to punch some nice details to layer up underneath those the photo. I find when I'm trying to do minimal layers, making these border punch edges really add a lot of detail in a small amount of space. And I've never layered these border punches on top of each other, so I actually really like how it looks with laying that scallop over the diamond edge. So I'm going to get all of this glued down. And then I just wanted a little enamel dot to mark on the map where we were visiting. I don't know if that's exactly where Waco is, but it's in that general vicinity. So I just put an enamel dot down there, and then I mimic them over next to the other cork element on the left hand side. And now I'm just filling in my journaling. I didn't plan this, but convenient enough that that paper has horizontal lines on it, so that helped a lot. Oh my goodness, my hair is so frizzy. I can always tell in my videos when I record after a day of work. My hair is always crazy. I think I'm done after that. Let's see. Oh nope, I wanted to add a little bit more detail to the right hand side of that photo. It just seemed too empty. And then I decided to add a little bit of that pink banner over on that right hand side as well behind that doily. So I just cut a piece that was covered behind the photo anyway so that I could pull it over. There we go. So that is my finished page, nice and easy. Having fun with this crop, so I'll be back tomorrow hopefully with the rest of the layouts. We have until December 29th, so play along if you can. Thanks for watching. Bye.